I'm now working on the upper portion of the Seymour Secretary bookcase. So I'm working on this top pedestal area, and if I've got a close, here's the pedestal assembly, and you can see that there's a molding, crest molding that goes around this box-like structure, and then some finials and other decoration in here. So right now I'm working on this big molding that goes around here. And the first thing that I did was make some cuts on the table saw. Here you can see where I've just set several different depths of the blade and made some cuts in here that takes care of a lot of the waste. Now this part was actually flush with this part when I was going through the table saw. So now I need to clean this all up, and most of that's just handwork here. I'll show you how some of that works. First thing I need to do is lower this little area right here. And this shoulder plane works quite well. I use it quite a bit for this work. I've done this already on the long front molding piece, so you can see how that's been worked. Now this area, this flat area here, ends up being veneered with some cross banding. Actually, vertical grain figured mahogany is going to go in there. That's going to be interesting to do. Now this shoulder plane also works quite well in this flat area down here. So a few passes with that, and I'm down to ground. It cleans it up quite well. Now, probably the most time-consuming part of this is working this cove area right in here, and I've got to get rid of this part right here. And this is a number 7 carving tool, which goes quite well. The shape. Here's a template of the profile of that shape. There's another piece of molding that goes up on top of this. It's a fluted, double flutes here. So I'm working on this bottom shape, and this cove area here fits this number 7 quite well. So I can get rid of this top. So I'll just, that's how I do that cove work. Now the ledge here is too high, and that needs to come down almost an 1/8, and fastest way to take that down is with this plane. Well, it looks like I've lost the audio here in the shop, so I'm just doing a voice narration now as I watch the video. Now I've picked up this little scraper blade. It's just a piece of bandsaw blade that I've shaped with a little cove at the bottom using some needle files. And that little shape turns that squared off section into a nice bead in just a few strokes with that scraper blade. Now just above that is a bead that's smaller, so I've got another sized shape scraper blade that I can use to round over that square section so it is a bead. I guess I'm just not satisfied with that cove area now and went back with the carving tool. It needs some work up there to bring that cove all the way up to the top area there. But it doesn't take that long to work this and get these moldings shaped up. At one point I will, well, here I brought the longer one that I've already, that flat area as I mentioned is going to be covered with veneer, vertical grain dark veneer is going in that flat area, and I've just flattened that with a hand plane. And you can see that the cove area in that longer piece is pretty good right now. Now I can sand that with some little shapers and get it to look good.